Hello guys and welcome to another exciting episode of my football team. It is so thinking about football, but this is the AFCON special, all right? So we're repping Africa right about now. The AFCON, of course, is ongoing. We've had Group A to D already sorted, so we already know who and who is qualifying in there, who's going for the round of 16 games. But in Group E and F, it's still a bit open. Tunisia, Algeria, Mauritania, I don't think they're going anywhere, but hey, Mali, all of this, I mean, all of the action will be going down today, and then we know who and who will be meeting who in the round of 16. Go Team Nigeria. I mean, so our Super Eagles 2-0. We actually beat Guinea-Bissau yesterday. And what was interesting for me was the fact that how tough Guinea were actually talking. They were quite confident in the fact that they were not going to beat. They were going to beat Nigeria actually, but here we kept them quiet. My name is Omalawa Karaji, and I'm coming to you live from the studios of CTV. This show is brought to you courtesy at Damasile Foundation. You know we are very particular about safety, so guys, make sure that you're responsible on the road. Of course, we know that the festive period has gone and it is behind us. Of course, every day is festivity, right? Because we're alive, so that's something to be grateful for. But you need to be responsible on the road. The lights are there for a reason. The traffic lights are there to actually protect you and I. So let's be responsible. When the light shows red, it means you should stop. Primary school students know this, all right? Let's do our best to actually abide by the rules. And green means go, right? So guys, let's do well to be safe and responsible. So talking about the game, Nigeria taking on Guinea-Bissau, I had a couple of complaints yesterday, but we qualified already, so there was nothing so much to be worried about. Maybe the fact that we had a total of about 7 half-field player changes, that could have affected the quality of performance we saw, and a different goalkeeper and all of that stuff. What was interesting for me, though, is the fact that Coach Osine Govon has played all of the outfield players, every single one of them. So they've all kicked the ball this particular period, which is something that is quite major for me. Without further ado, though, let's get into the business of the day really quickly. I've got my first contestant on the line, and I guess it does know his football team, yeah, in this case very well, which is Team Nigeria. I'm assuming you guys are Nigerians. I'll be asking you a question about the Nigerian football team, but I seem to be having network issues here. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can reconnect with my caller, with my contestant right about now. So talking about the action in Group D, though, Egypt actually beat Sudan 1-0. The goal coming courtesy Mohamed Abdelmomen for Egypt. I think they actually did play well, in my opinion. Sudan did give them a couple of troubles here and there, but Egypt could actually have converted more chances if they had been more clinical and perhaps thrashed Sudan soundly or something. But hey, credit to all of the sides. We know Cameroon have qualified, Burkina Faso as well, Cape Verde as well. So you had Cape Verde qualifying on the basis of best loser and stuff. And then Group B, what was interesting for me is the fact that Senegal actually qualified to the round of 16 games with 1 goal after scoring a lone goal. But hey, moving on, Guinea also getting there, qualifying as well. Malawi as well qualifying. And in Group C, you had Morocco, Gabon, Comoros be finding their way back home, but Morocco and Gabon have qualified. And in Team Group D, all right, Nigeria and Egypt have qualified. And you've got Sudan and Guinea-Bissau finding their way back home. And what was interesting for me, though, in Group C, let's go back to that, is the fact that our neighbors, Ghana, I didn't have so much of an expectation really going into this particular title for them, right? I didn't think Ghana were going to come good so much because of how much administrative issues they've been having and all of that stuff. But I kind of expected something better from them, but that's not what we got because I didn't think Comoros were actually going to beat them. So it's quite unfortunate right there. But hey, moving on. So I mean, talking about the games, have you been impressed with what you've seen from the Super Eagles? Have you seen progress? Have you seen growth? Have you seen synergy? The way the boys are playing, are you impressed? I mean, I'm impressed with a couple of guys. So let's talk about that one really quickly. From Kleti Iheanacho, I'm absolutely impressed with him. So far, so good. He has come good. Wilfred Ndidi, he has been a wall in the midfield. Amazing. William Troost-Ekong as well. Quite impressive performance from him. And then Moses Simon. Did you guys see the game yesterday? I mean, if you did not see it, guys, make sure you check it out. He actually did not start that game, but he came in and you could feel the instant impact he actually brought in. I mean, we actually scored the second goal off of a rebound. The ball actually hit the crossbar, and then William Trustakong was there to tap it home, and there was a long and lengthy VAR check to actually see if it was an offside goal or not, and all of that stuff. So let's now talk about the action that has been going on in Cameroon. You have Vincent Abubakar with 5 goals to his name, so I mean, he's leading the pack quite good of Cameroon, of course. And the next person, the closest person to him has got to be with 2 goals. So how about that? So 5-2 is a lot. The 2-2 is a lot. I can't read everything, but I'll read maybe the top 5 or something. So Vincent Abubakar in first place, Ahmed Mogni second for Comoros, but they're on their way home, so it doesn't count, right? Gabadino Mango for Malawi, they're still in the competition. Ibrahim Kone, they'll be playing today, so let's see if something will happen there. And Jim Alevina for Gabon. Toko Ekambi as well, Toko Ekambi also is somewhere in the mix for Cameroon with 2 goals to his name. And then for the assist, you've got Cameroon seems to be leading things so far. Collins Fry as well for Cameroon with 2 assists. Thomas Partey of Ghana, they found their way home with 2, so they'll keep it moving. Adam Guerra for Burkina Faso, 1 assist so far, and Emmanuel Gebre Michael 1 assist as well. So it's quite interesting. It's quite shaping up. I would like to see a Nigerian somewhere in the top 5 for goals and for assists somewhere. But hey, there's still a lot of games to be played. But I'm really impressed with our boys. 6 goals scored, 1 conceded, and we only actually considered from the penalty spot. It wasn't from open play, so that's really so. I'm impressed really with what Coach Egwavon has been able to achieve with the boys so far. I'll be going on a really quick break. When I return, all right, we get to talk to my contestant. I think I'll have sorted my network issues right about then, but make sure you stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. I've got my first contestant on the line, like I mentioned. So, hello, sir. Let's get to meet you. What's your name and what part of the world are you talking to me from?
My name is Taurid. I'm speaking from Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay. How is your part of Lagos? Right here is quite cold. I don't know where this Hamatan came out from, but hey, is it just as cold where you are as well?
Yeah, I think it's yes, it's cold, but a little bit sunny also.
Yes, actually, yeah, but the dryness, it's nowhere. I mean, can't be measured. So, welcome. So, I mean, the show is I'll be testing your knowledge on Nigeria, so to speak. I'm assuming that you're repping Team Niger.
Yes, definitely.
All right then, well,
Niger for life.
Niger for life. Let's do this. I mean, so far so good. With what you've seen of the Super Eagles, how impressed are you? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I'll give them 8.5 over 10.
8.5. That's really great.
Yes, I've been so impressed because I've watched almost all the games, and Nigeria's style of play, techniques, and transition build-up play has been better than most of the teams, most of the big teams. Like, you know, African games, it's always drawn of physicality and everything like that, but Nigeria has been able to play like a normal team should. They are not playing like an African team per se.
There's not so much physicality in the way we play, right?
Always about power. You said?
I said there isn't so much physicality in the way we play.
Yes, Nigeria has gone more with more technique rather than more power.
Oh, I get that. And so far, so good. It seems to be serving us well. I mean, 9 points out of a possible 9, which is something great.
Yes, it's something great. It's something great. But knockout stages is the determinant of a great team.
True that. Let's see what our boys will be able to do as they progress on in the competition. All right, so let me be telling you the rule of the game. But before we get into the footballing part, though, we are very particular about safety. So I'll be asking you a couple of safety questions. Do you know how to drive a car, and do you have a driver's license?
No.
Okay, no, you don't drive, right?
I have someone that drives me.
Oh, okay, okay, that works. But we've got to be responsible as road users, as pedestrians, as the backseat driver. In this case, we've got to be responsible on the road. So let's do well to obey traffic rules and regulation. It's very important. We want to do our best to reduce how much accidents are there on our road because the numbers they're actually quite frightening. And this actually stems from either from our carelessness or from our rush. We just like to rush everywhere. And even though we know that place we're going to is not going to be running away. All right, then, so let me be telling you the footballing part of it. I'll be telling you the rules of engagement in a bit, all right? So the rules are really simple and very straightforward. I'll be asking you 8 questions in 5 stages, all right? The first round is the preliminary round. I'll be asking you 3 questions in that one. If you can answer at least 2 questions correctly, you then progress onto the second round of the competition. I'll be asking you 2 questions in the second round, all right? And if you can answer at least 1 question correctly, then you progress to the knockout phases. So as the name implies, knockout, you've got 1 question each. Semi-final, 1 question. Beg your pardon, quarterfinals, 1 question. Semi-final, 1 question. And then the finals, 1 question. You've got to answer all of my knockout phases question correctly for you to be a winner on the show. And I would really, really love for you to win. So let's do this.
Thank you, girl. Let's do this.
All right, so there is one more rule, though. There is a timing part of it. After reading the question, as well as the options to you, you've got 10 seconds on the clock to give me an answer. So I'm going to be quite strict with my time. So 10 seconds is 10 seconds. Wow. So you have to be fast as well as accurate. Don't worry, you've got this. My questions are easy peasy.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Your first question coming up right about now. Austin Eguavoh, should I say Coach Austin Eguavoh, played in what position during his footballing career? Where did he usually play? What part of the field? What department?
He was a defender.
He was a defender. You didn't even want option. I was about to give you. All right, then, you're absolutely correct. Yes, he is. He was a defender in his playing days. Your second question. Victor Osimhen played for which of these French sides? Victor Osimhen played for which of these French sides? A. Nantes.
Lille.
You don't want option again.
Okay, if I know them, let's just...
Hey, I like this energy.
The remaining time, you had it to the other...
I will not, actually. I shall not do that. But hey, Lille is the correct answer. Victor Osimhen played for Lille within the year 2019 and 2020. That's absolutely correct. So your next question is a mere formality, all right? But I'll be asking you anyway. What is the nickname of this Nigeria's former coach and player, if I might add? What is the nickname of this Nigeria's former coach slash player, Christian Chukwu? A, the headmaster. B, the chairman. C, the big boss. And D, the gaffer.
Come again with the answer.
Okay, the options again. So what is the nickname of this Nigeria former player slash coach, Christian Chukwu? A, the headmaster. B, the chairman. C, the big boss. And D, the gaffer.
The gaffer.
The Gaffer is the incorrect answer. Christian Chuku, beg your pardon, is popularly called the chairman. All right, that's his nickname. But not to worry, you are.
Goes for Stephen.
Yeah, so the big boss is, the late Stephen Keshi. We got arrested. So now the second round, you've got to answer at least one question correctly in this round for you to progress to my knockout phases. All right, your question: the Super Eagles of Nigeria, obviously, played which of these teams to win the 2013 AFCON, the one that happened in South Africa? The Super Eagles of Nigeria played which of these teams to win the 2013 AFCON title? All right, your options: A, Senegal; B, Algeria; C, Burkina Faso; and D, Ivory Coast.
Please, the option again.
All right, I said the Super Eagles played Burkina Faso. Final answer.
Burkina Faso, yes, final answer.
Burkina Faso absolutely is the correct answer. Yes, Nigeria beats Burkina Faso 1-0 to actually win that particular title. The goal coming courtesy Sunday Mba. So your next question is another mere formality because you already answered my first question of the second round correctly. Your question: who captained the Nigeria side to our first win at the Africa Cup of Nations? Who captained Nigeria to our first win at the Africa Cup of Nations? The first one Nigeria won. Who wore the captain armband? Who was our skipper in this case? A, Henry Nwosu; B, David Adele; C, Christian Chuku; and D, Felix Owolabi.
First win.
Yes. Who captained?
The first Nations Cup we won, Abi?
Yes, the first Nation Cup title that we actually won. Who captained Nigeria to that triumph? A.
Let me just say, Henry Nwosu.
Henry Nwosu. Henry Nwosu is actually not the correct answer. The chairman actually captained Nigeria to our first Africa Cup of Nations. Yes, Christian Chuku. Yes. Yes, actually, yes. You had Best Ogedengbe in that team as well. Yes, it was the chairman who wore the armband. So apparently he has been chairmaning for a long time. But we're in the quarterfinals of the competition, the quarterfinal question coming up right about now. Let's do this.
Okay.
In what year did Nigeria win our first African Cup of Nations title? In what year did Nigeria win our first African Cup of Nations title? A, 1980. Our first, yes, 1980.
Okay.
B, 1984. C, 1996. And D, 1992.
1980.
1980. Are you absolutely sure?
Very sure.
Absolutely, Nigeria did win our first African Cup of Nations title in the year 1980. So you are in the semi-final of the competition. So now you already told me we won it in 1980. Now I have a sequel to that question. In what month did Nigeria win that particular title? What month did Nigeria win that title? A, January. B, February. C, March. And D, April.
Please come again with the option.
In what month did Nigeria win that particular AFCON title in 1980? A, January. B, February. C, March. And D, April.
Let me go with my guts. It has to be March.
You're going with March?
I don't think AFCON has ever ended in April before.
Okay.
I'll go with March.
March, final answer. Well, I'm so sorry to tell you. I was trying to steer you in the right direction, but hey, April was actually not the correct answer. So it's between January, February, and March. I mean, we're playing the AFCON right now in January, so that should be telling you something that's somewhere. But hey, January is actually not the correct answer. We did not win that particular title in January, so you left with February and March. The correct answer actually is March. So your gut actually steered you correctly. March is the correct answer. March 22nd, to be precise, was the year Nigeria actually.
That means I'm in the final then.
Yes, exactly. You are in the finals. That's what it means. So it's not easy to be a finalist. So you can adjust your shoulder part.
That means I answered 2 questions in the semi-final.
No, one question. You answered the quarterfinals, semi-final, and now you're at the finals.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. That's it. Let's do this.
Yes, we can. Let's go.
Another 1980. So I'm taking you back in time. I've been so focused on 1980 because we are going back in time, right? Your question now is this. What team did Nigeria play against? Which of these teams? So of all the options I'm going to give to you, Nigeria only played against one of these teams. This option that I'm giving to you, all right? So it's a mix and match of a lot of things, a lot of African countries. But Nigeria played only one of those teams in the 1980 African Cup of Nations and did not play the remaining three. So now you need to tell me which team Nigeria actually played against at the 1980 African Cup of Nations in this option I'm about to give to you. A, Morocco, okay. B, Egypt, C, Algeria, and D, Ivory Coast.
Now, which team did Nigeria not play against, Abi?
No, which team did Nigeria play against?
Which team did we play against?
Exactly. So Nigeria only played one of the sides. Which side is it? Which of the side? Morocco, Egypt, Algeria. The options.
Morocco, Egypt, Algeria. Okay.
So let me take that again. The options again for you.
We played.
You have Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, and
Egypt.
Okay.
We played Algeria in the final.
Okay.
We played Egypt in the group stage.
Okay.
Yes.
So which is your option? Oh, my bad. I actually think that question I did not take it correctly. So let's do this again.
Yes, that means I answered correctly. I've answered two teams that we played against.
Actually, my question was the incorrect one. So let me give you another question. My bad. My question was mixed up because you're having multiple answers in there. So okay. I'll have to change my question, unfortunately. So I hope you're still going to get it correctly anyway. But the rule is the rule, so let's keep it as fair as possible. Another 1980 question. I'll still stay in 1980 because, I mean, you already got one question quite closely. This is very simple and straightforward, I think. What is the name of the coach who actually took Nigeria to our first AFCON triumph in 1980? What's the name of the coach who actually took?
Gloria from Brazil.
I like that. Would you like to give me the years it was employed for?
Gloria from Brazil.
You don't know that option?
No. I already answered. Also, Gloria from Brazil.
No, I wanted to give you options just in case you change your mind.
I don't need an option. That is correct.
Well, you're absolutely correct. Of course, I like the confidence you came with. You told me his name. You told me his nationality. So I was hoping you would tell me the years the NFF actually employed him for. So you're absolutely correct. Congratulations.
I don't need to. I've answered the question. I don't need to.
So no options. I like the confidence. I absolutely love it. But I cannot see your face though.
This is my face. You can see my face now.
All right, then. Congratulations. You are a winner of this power bank courtesy at Damasile Foundation. So thank you so much for participating and also for repping Team Nigeria so well. I mean, you actually came with the knowledge, with the facts and all of that stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And speaking of which, though, let's segue a bit now away from country football. What football club do you support?
I support Arsenal.
Arsenal Football Club in Europe.
Arsenal,
all right.
FC of England.
All right. We'll see. You guys play today. We'll be seeing what people will be doing. All the best for your side. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you very much. And all the best to Liverpool too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right then, guys, I'll be going on another quick break. When I return, I'll be getting to see if I'm going to be having multiple winners on the show today. Stick around, we'll be right back.